So there's a common notion in the outside world that women tend to bring women down. So this was one of the biggest myth that was bursted over here in Vedica. Yeah, so talking about my academic background, I did my schooling from Kharagpur. My father, he's a professor at IIT Kharagpur. So I did my BTech in civil engineering from KIT Bhubaneswar. Post which I got placed with Accenture as a software engineer. I was working for almost about 3 years with Accenture. I switched a few projects, I switched a few cities, and that is when I realized that I was enjoying the more management, the more business part of it compared to the technical part of it. And that's when I decided that yes, I need to do an MBA. And I got to know about Vedica from one of my friends, my college friends, and I thought that yes, the course is very suitable for me because I was very interested in learning liberal arts along with learning MBA because it would give me a varied perspective to understand and take decisions during the business situations. So yeah, that's how I decided to go for Vedica. So I got to know about the fact that I got placed from WhatsApp. I saw the message, and the first thing I see that my phone was buzzing with messages. People were saying, "Congratulations!" More than me, my friends were happy. My batchmates, my course mates, my roommate, all of them were happy. The first thing I did was I called up my mom. I told her that, "Mom, I got placed." She said, "Oh wow, where did you get placed?" I said, "Usually," so she's a woman who doesn't know a lot about corporates. So I told her that I got placed in KPMG, and it was amazing how she knew that KPMG is one of those big four companies, big four of consulting, and she was like, "Oh, isn't that one of those big fours?" I said, "Yeah, how do you know?" And then she said, "Okay, I'm very busy, I'll call you later." I said, "Oh, what's wrong with her?" Then she later out, like 5 minutes, she came back. She said that, "Oh, I had to go to pray God. I had to go and thank God. The first thing I had to do was thank God." She's a very pious woman. So she said, "Yeah, I went and thanked God first, and now I came. Now you tell me how are you feeling? Are you feeling nice?" And I was almost in tears, so I couldn't really speak much. And my mom, she was more happy than me. But the happiest person in the world were my course mates. So it's so amazing how they were more happy than me. The first thing they did was they brought me a cake. They celebrated the whole placement. It was amazing. So KPMG, it's a consulting firm as we know it, right? But the consultants do need certain researches in order to make decisions for consulting. So we will be the back end conducting the research, and also at certain point of time you might have seen there are certain publications that are taken out by KPMG, certain articles, some sort of news, benchmarking, all those things. So yes, so we'll be doing both these things. The first thing I realized was I was exposed to a lot of courses over here. For example, initially I was very adamant that yes, I want to go to the corporate. But then I was introduced to certain courses which were we were introduced to NGOs, how NGOs function and how other businesses function. If you want, you can pursue, higher studies if you in certain subjects if you're interested in them. So yeah, these were one of the eye-opening things over here for me. So there's a common notion in the outside world that women tend to bring women down. So this was one of the biggest myth that was bursted over here in Vedica. So what happens is when you stay with women, when you interact, when you live for almost 1 year with women, when you see the highs and lows together, you get to know the other side of the story. That if you know that a woman is behaving in a certain way, once you get to know her, you know why she's behaving in a certain way. You know the kind of hardship she has faced and the kind of situation that has molded her into being the kind of person that she is. You become a more understanding person. You tend to empathize a lot more with people, and you tend to understand different backgrounds of the story. So once you go step into the corporate, you won't obviously meet like the same kind of people as you yourself are, right? So that is when this learning can come handy. So you know that yes, this is a similar kind of woman. Like if a woman, she's coming from a village, or if a woman who's coming from a very high economic status, you once you interact with her, you would know that okay, these are the kind of hardship, these are the kind of problems, these are the kind of situations, lifestyle she had faced in her life. So this is why whatever she says or whatever she does or whatever she behaves, has a reason to it behind it, and you become less judgmental and you become more accepting of them. Don't think too much because I thought a lot before pursuing my MBA, and I maybe there's a concept called negative capability. So we were recently introduced to this concept, but that is when we realize that it's okay to not know what is in the future. If things don't work out, they won't work out. Something else would. But yes, just don't overthink it, and don't stop yourself from taking a decision. If you think the decision is necessary, go ahead, take it. We'll see it, whatever happens. My most favorite memory from this course would be our case lab trip. So it was one heck of an experience. We went into a rural immersion module. So we understood the kind of problems. So we are usually confined to the kind of problems a city and an urban girl like me or you would face. But the kind of problems the people in the rural area are facing are different. And again, since it's a women-centric course, we were looking mostly towards the problem at women. And we could understand the kind of that it's not only us who are in a problem, but it's every woman in this world, from every kind of society, from every generation even, are faced to certain kind of patriarchal biases they are having to deal with. And that is when it opened up our eyes that okay, they are facing challenges which are very different from us for being a woman, but still even those are like gross challenges. And we have been solving case studies for like almost about a year now, so we are pretty confident that whatever problem comes our way, we'll be able to figure out certain kind of solution towards it. But the kind of problems they were bringing in our table, that oh, pani nahi aata hai, I have to walk a mile, and there are wild animals on our way who might attack us, and we had absolutely no answer to that, and that was mind-boggling. So 1 year of MBA, even after 1 year of MBA, we couldn't answer a very basic minor problem a woman would throw at us, and that is when it was very eye-opening. We really enjoyed it. I don't think I can choose any one faculty from the list. Each and every faculty over here have so much of experience that we can learn from, and like they become a role model for us. The way they teach, the kind of gravity, the kind of passion they have while they teach. They're not just teaching over here because they have to teach, but they're teaching because they want us to know that these are the challenges we faced in our career, and we want you to be equipped with at least some knowledge to face these kind of challenges going forward. So I don't think I can choose one particular faculty. Everybody had a very big, huge kind of experience to share. But well, if I had to pick a certain course, which was my favorite, so I would divide it into two. One being the management courses, the second one being the liberal arts and the personal development courses. In management courses, marketing was my favorite because I'm a very passionate person for marketing. So yes, the kind of case studies and the gravity with which the professor was teaching and the kind of projects they gave us, we had to give up on sleeps at night in order to work on those group projects. But the kind of projects we came up with, we're like, wow. So yes, marketing was my personal favorite, and for the liberal arts and personal development courses, sociology was my favorite because I've always wanted to study sociology and I never was given the chance to study sociology. And here we had a professor from JNU, and wow, whatever he would say, we were like, you just go on saying whatever you're saying, just please don't stop, I want to listen to you more. So as a Vedica scholar, I pledge not to quit my professional career and to climb up the ladder till I'm satisfied.